This is a review of the Lego Batman animated series Gotham City. Today we're reviewing the Lego Batman animated series Gotham City set number 76271 that comes with 4,210 pieces and 4 minifigures, which include Batman, Catwoman, Harlequin, and Joker. And of course, this set retails at $299.99. And I will say this set is retiring by the end of 2025. It has reached the end of its life cycle. So if you guys want to purchase this set, this is your last chance. I will find an affiliate link so you guys can purchase down below. But that's why I picked it up, because I just want to let you guys know this is my favorite set of 2025 for sure. I picked this set up at the Lego store grand opening in Short Pump, Virginia. Some of you guys saw that short of me doing that. But I've also been building this set live on TikTok. And if you guys have been joining me on there, definitely go check me out on TikTok if you don't follow me on TikTok. But it has been an experience building this beautiful work of art. So let's jump right into the price score of this set. This set costs $299.99 USD, and it has 4,210 pieces, which roughly brings it out to about 7 cents a brick, which is okay, but I do think it's worth it for the amount of detail and work that is put into this set for sure. Now, $299.99 is no cheap set. $300 is not cheap, especially in this economy. However, when it comes to the amount of intricacy, the vibrantness, the details, like every bit of the building experience of this set, I believe is worth it. So for a price score, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's fairly priced when it comes to what you receive. Now, what you receive, of course, kind of brings us into the build score of this set. The building of this set was so amazing, and I enjoyed every second of it. Of course, like I said, I was live on TikTok, but if you even saw me there, I was just enjoying every bit of it. There's a lot of pieces, don't get me wrong. Like, there's just a lot to do in this set, and if you think you're gonna finish this set in a day, you're not, okay? You just be okay with taking your time and enjoying the process of this set. However, with those 4,210 pieces, they come with 44 bags, okay? Now, for me personally, I time myself at roughly 10 to 18 minutes a bag, because all the bags were not the exact same size. You could kind of tell that there were some bags with a lot more pieces than others. But with that time frame, I was doing about 5 bags roughly at the beginning of the day and 5 bags at the end of the day. And you would see that other 5 bags on my live. And during that process, I felt like it was just enjoyable. I didn't feel stressed or frustrated. The building wasn't like complicated. It was pretty simple, but there was so much detail, and it allows you to really immerse yourself into the product that you're receiving here, where you get all these pieces that you're putting together to build the Gotham City area, and you're just kind of looking at it be built, and you're saying, oh, I see what they did here. Like, this is just a cool little touch. Like, one of my favorite pieces of this entire build is the Joker head over there, which I didn't even notice until I finished, and I looked at it and I said, oh, that's his amusement park. That's so good. And as I was building it, you can't even really recognize that you're building Joker's face right there, or even the Ferris wheel next to it. So many great pieces there, right? So many different things that makes the building in the process of building this set so fun. So, and then also, of course, you always knew you're building the little police blimps. That was like one of the fun parts, in my opinion, of the set. But as you're building the details that go into the set, because we're gonna get into the details when it comes to the designing, but when you're building it, it is so fun and so enjoyable. As a Batman fan, as you guys just know, and I'm even wearing my animated series shirt right now, this set is so fun to do. And even when I was building the words, like one of the best parts is building the Batman part right here, where you know that it's coming up, and just putting these bricks together. I think the hardest part about this set might have been the amount of pieces, the amount of bags, and also the back. The back is a little rough to deal with because it is a very big set. And you don't want the little back pieces to pop off. It's nothing detrimental to building the set. It's not like it's gonna ruin your experience or anything like that, or it's gonna break the set or anything. But it's a little frustrating because sometimes a yellow piece that like is the connecting piece that puts them together, it might pop off every so often, particularly the ones in the middle, because the middle is a little bit more, I would say, flimsy, because it's, you know, keeping everything together. Other than that though, you are building a big freaking, I would say, wall piece here. And building it is so fun. I enjoyed every freaking second. So building score, 10 out of 10. I'd have no regrets, and I enjoyed every second of building this. Like, it was just so fun to me. Moving our way to the design score, the design of the set is just so amazing. The building process is one thing, but it doesn't really shine until you look at the full picture of what you were a part of, because this set really immerses you into the design and you just get to enjoy every piece. And let me show you guys up close and personal how each of these pieces come off, and it's just so enjoyable. Let's just dive right into it.
So immediately on the right side of the frame of the set, you have under Wayne Manor, the Bat Cave, which of course has an outline of the bat symbol with Batman and Robin and a small Batmobile, a great touch, right? And then right after that, next to them is the Opera House next to the police station, and there's a penguin tile in there, and I thought that was such a cool touch. And that's when I started really picking up what was being put down for this set. Underneath the museum, you then also have Scarecrow, and I don't know who that actually other person is on the left side. It's kind of hard to decipher sometimes, some of the tiles there, but that was really cool. Awesome to see Scarecrow added into this. There's also a Catwoman tile, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't remember where I put it in there because there's just so many different little details. And above the Laugh Palace, we have two villains. I actually don't know who they are. Okay, I thought it was Mr. Freeze at first. It's not, and I also thought that was Riddler, but then I realized where Riddler was. It might be Calendar Man. I can't really tell. He's under the clock tower, so clearly it must be somebody who has clocks as a thing. I'm not quite sure who that would be. So really awesome part of the set as well. But I love the Joker's amusement park area, and if you guys see, Joker's face is built here as well. When I was building it, and I'll talk about it more later, it was really cool to build Joker's face there, and that was like one of those things I didn't even recognize. But after that, you go into Arkham Asylum, and it's actually like Poison Ivy, and I think that's super cool. Underneath there, I believe you have Bane as well as somebody else there as well, but you also have the Penguin Duck Boat in there as well. Super cool. But seeing Arkham, and I definitely want to get that Arkham Asylum set. That is probably next on my Batman pickup list for Lego as well. Poison Ivy area is like one of the coolest parts of this entire set, in my opinion. Building it was like super interesting because I didn't really recognize what I was building. I was like, I think this is Poison Ivy. I love the colors and the details they really added to the set. At the very top, you have a small Batman tile. This was not a sticker, and he's watching over Gotham. I thought that was really awesome to see. It's probably my favorite piece in this entire set, and it really just adds to the allure of everything this set is meant to be. It is a Batman set for sure. And then you also have a Riddler tile as well as a Riddler symbol. I think this is one of my favorite things to see because Riddler is actually one of my favorite Batman villains. He's one of those guys that kind of knows who Batman is, but you never know if he does know. You can't really tell, and if he's just doing it for the fun or the sport of being a criminal. It's one of my favorite things about the Riddler himself. Moving on, you then also have a Mr. Freeze sticker tile right here as well. It's one of my favorites. I think it's super cool because Mr. Freeze is also another one of my favorite villains from the Batman animated series and Batman in general. He just has a lot of depth to him as a character, so he has always been one of my favorites personally. And next we have Two-Face, who's right above the museum. Now, of course, I felt as if they should have had him under the courthouse because that would make more sense because he was a lawyer, but at the same time, I think that was super cool that he is in the museum. Two-Face, another one of my favorite villains because he has a ton of depth, and he was played awesome in the Dark Knight. I thought that was a great addition to the Dark Knight. It was one of those. Then moving on, we also have Poison Ivy and Harlequin at the top over there above the Laugh Palace. I think that's really cool. I love the little diamonds in there as well. You were just saying that they probably did some criminal activity at some point in time. Super cool to see that as well. One of my favorite villains who are ladies is actually Poison Ivy. Everybody probably fell in love with Poison Ivy when you was a kid. Just being honest, we all were there at one point in time. And up there at Galaxy Broadcasting, I believe this is Clayface, or it could be Swamp Thing. I can't really tell. They didn't necessarily do a good job on like showcasing who this is, but I will say he was one of my favorite villains out of the Batman from the WB series. But overall, this design is a 10 out of 10. I love the design of this entire set because it really brings the set to life.
Now let's move on to the presentation, because presentation wise, this set is amazing. The box, of course, is very iconic in my opinion. This is joining a small group of legendary boxes of Lego that I won't be throwing away because it just looks so good. But even when you open up the instructions, you get these cartoon and artwork of the animated series, which just looks so beautiful. The iconic Batman that's also on my shirt right here. But let's just read some of these excerpts from the instructions because because some people don't read these, and these are just really, really interesting and great lore about how the set came to play. But it says, Batman the Animated Series from 1992 to 1995 became an instant hit when it first aired and is still loved by critics and fans of all ages for its award-winning writing, animation, and original soundtrack. Inspired by the original DC Batman comic book storylines, BTAS offered fans elaborate backstories of every villain in the Cape Crusader Rogues Gallery. The show featured popular voice actors, guest stars, dramatic hunting music, iconic character design, and the inspirational dark deco art style. The depth of the show's impact on pop culture cannot be overstated. It can still be seen to this day, and I cannot say it better than that. That is one of the greatest, I would say, just excerpts from about this show that are just so awesome. I'm pretty sure this was Mark Hamill, of course, the actor for Luke Skywalker, who also played Joker. I'm pretty sure that was him as well in there. I'm actually positive it was him. But moving on to some of the designers building the Lego Gotham City skyline, inspired by the 85 original episodes of Batman the Animated Series, the Lego Batman the Animated Series Gotham City skyline recreates the dynamic colors, iconic buildings, and characters and events from the show. Every detail, vehicle, structure, and decoration has been taken from a specific scene, episode, or moment between the show's heroes and villains. Just like in the show, the Dark Deco City hides a vast underworld where dastardly dealings and cunning coups unfold in the shadows. The display itself is designed to be nostalgic and fun building experience, packed with hidden references and details. Team up with your favorite sidekick or fellow Batman the Animated Series fan for a two-person building experience. Unless, like Batman sometimes prefers, you want to be a solitary hero. And as you guys look at the instructions, this set was definitely made to be done with two different people. You have a Batman and a Robin. Real big shout out to the designers. I believe the senior designer was Joel Baker. Shout out to Joel Baker. I think there's another designer too. They don't list his name, but shout out to Joel Baker for sure, as well as the other design partner. It was amazing to really do this set and see this come to life. And of course, on this other page, you do see all of your stickers. You got Man-Bat, you got Penguin. You also got Harlequin, Poison Ivy, Joker. You got Two-Face in here as well, Bane, Clayface. And of course, one of my favorite pieces of this entire set is the small Batman at the very, very top. Just hanging out, watching over the city. It's one of the greatest things there in this set. So presentation wise, my God, they knocked it out the park with a set like this. If you're a Batman fan, you get your money's worth. I told you, $299 is not cheap. Okay, $300 is not cheap. But for a set like this, that's so iconic and such a staple piece, absolutely amazing. And I have no words other than just perfection. 10 out of 10 for presentation. And since you guys already pretty much know where this is going, usually there's like a drum roll please of what could be the set score at the very end of all this, right? From pricing, I said it's pretty much worth it, especially when it comes to what you receive. It is a little pricey per brick, but when you think about it, you get a lot of detail out of this set, right? And then when you come to the building process, you're enjoying every second. I personally loved every second of this set. There was never a moment I felt like, oh, I hate doing this. No, I was coming back excited to finish this set, especially for how big it is and how much detail it is. When you think about the design, about each individual piece that comes off, that shows a different hidden Easter egg, a different reference, there's nothing short of amazing for the design of it. And of course, the presentation is perfect. They thought about fans, making a Batman and Robin situation where you can do one side of the set while another person does the other, or if you want to be like Batman, do it on your own. The presentation is perfect. And one of my favorite details, of course, being that light beam at the top that then points all the way to the logo or the Batman signal. It's just so perfect. This is a 10 out of 10 set. I don't think it's necessary for kids for sure, because it's not for kids. But this set is definitely for the person that has nostalgia, that love Batman animated series, and you're going to definitely scratch that itch for sure. This is a 10 out of 10 set. There you guys have it. That is my review of the Lego Batman animated series Gotham City Skyline. Let me know down in the comment section below, did you already pick this set up, or what sets you're trying to pick up before the end of the year that are retiring. This was one of my biggest staples. I am getting another Lego set before the end of the year. That's a big, big review I'm going to be doing. However, I just want to let you know this set right here is top 5 for me. This is top 5 of my collection, and I love this set. So I'm super happy to add this to my Lego Batman collection. My name is Isaiah Barlow. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for all my new videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.